Sup everyone, hello! Today I'm going to talk about my very own Aristides 060. So, for those of you who do not know about the company Aristides, it hails from the Netherlands. And what's cool about this guitar is there's absolutely no wood in the construction of this guitar at all. So, it is a one piece neck to body, and what it's made of is a material that they came up with called Arium. Now, I don't know what is the sorcery behind this, but basically how it's made is the Arium is in liquid form. It is poured into a mold in which the exoskeleton of the guitar is carbon fibers and glass and all that, and it's poured into this. It solidifies and it becomes the guitar. So Arium is a material which is very resonant. Um, yeah, very extremely resonant. In fact, when you play it, it's still very loud. The strings ring out very evenly. It just feels great in your hands. The neck is nice and small. The one that I got here has hip shot tuners, locking tuners, as well as a hip shot fixed bridge. These pickups are the bare knuckle Aristides customs. Now, from what I read, and I could be wrong, these pickups are based off the Emerald and Holy Diver pickups from the bare knuckle range, slightly tweaked to however the guys at Aristides wanted the pickups, and they're not as high output as some pickups out there. I believe this should be a medium to high. Sounds absolutely big on the clean tones, and yet still retains clarity and tightness when you go to chug. So another thing you're probably wondering is, what is the material of the fretboard? Again, it's not wood, it's Richlite. Really excellent fretwork right here. The stainless steel frets are very, very smooth. In fact, probably one of the best fretwork I've tried is on the Aristides, and a lot of guitars that I kind of like custom spec'd after this guitar. I tried to follow the same fret size to get the same feel as when I'm playing this guitar. What else do you need to know about this guitar? So, in their range, you have not just a 6 string, there's a 7, there's an 8, there are multi-scale, regular scale, as well as a few body shapes. You got your S style, you got your T style, you have a shorter scale length, which is the 020, which follows a Les Paul scale length. You also have their headless range right now, and they have insane finishes on their guitars. I used to scroll through their Instagram page and just kind of like drool over all the finishes they had. So this one is a satin purple marble finish, I believe. I also believe this is the exact same guitar that is on the website on Aristides in their gallery. If you were to find the satin purple marble with a tongue twister, purple marble finish, this is the guitar that you are seeing right now. So I believe this was made in 2017 based on some of the used posts I found on Reverb, and I got this just at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020. I had to sell off 4 guitars just to be able to afford this one, and I think it is well worth it. So anyway, I figured that I've never talked much about this guitar, so I decided to just play some tones and review it. So the signal chain today is I have this guitar going into the Hughes Kettner Tubemaster Deluxe 20, going into an orange 2x12 vertical cabinet being mic'd up by a ST Electronics V7X. I also have this Alesis Microverb 4 in the effects loop in case I want tons of reverb, because reverb makes me happy. And for the distortion tones, it is the Horizon Devices Apex preamp. So first up, let's check out the guitar with this clean tone. I have a little bit of reverb here, and this is the neck pickup. Also, I'm in drop D tuning. It's a lot of low end. It's really big. Now the in-between position. between. Next position. Finally, the bridge humbucker. Love the sustain on that. Now, some high gain tones. Just listen to the reverb a tad. Still love my reverb anyway. So while it sounds absolutely huge with a clean tone, you still get it really tight when you have a high gain tone. Absolutely inspiring guitar. I don't know what it is about this guitar. Whenever I pick it up, just riff after riff, I can't stop playing. It's a 25.5 inch scale length, but something about the tension of the strings, the way it's put together, I guess perhaps makes it really nice to play, nice to chug, very inspiring. I played the shit out of this guitar during the pandemic. In fact, over the last 2 years, I've got tons of videos. Might put it up right here in a second. Just, just completely inspirational. I have nothing really bad to say about this guitar except for one thing. Now, the components that they use inside this guitar, inside this huge swimming pool cavity right here. Oh, by the way, there's a nice block right there for sustain. Anyway, the pots that they use is from a company called MEC, I believe, MEC Electronics, whatever it's called. And the shape of the pots are square, kind of like what you get with the push-pull potentiometer, but it's a specific height and thickness of that square block of a pot. Now, the issue here is that if I had problems with it, which I really have, you can't really retrofit a regular round pot. Your standard straight up, CTS pot, round one, big or small. And so I hit up Brandon Wall on Facebook. I believe he's the sales rep for the US division of Aristides or something like that. And I told him about the problem with the pots and whether I could purchase them from Aristides. And he sent me a link to a store in Germany, I believe, called Banzai Music. So I had to place an order for 3 of the spots, of which they sent out 2 initially because they didn't have enough stock. And it's the kind of shipping to my country where there's no tracking number. They used some regular postage where it went through shipping container after shipping container, I think, and it took so fucking long to get here. And it's already giving issues. Again, I've changed the pot twice, keeps giving me issues. And right now, I can kind of show you what's the problem with this one. So you hear that? There's a pot doing that. And for a player like me who's always flipping the volume on and off, it can be an issue. So I can't turn it up fast. I'll get that tone, this noise. So anyway, Banzai sent out 2 and they owed me 1. And when I eventually emailed them and asked them where's the last unit, I said, oh, sorry, we ship it out to you. And I think it got lost in transit. There's no tracking. I can't tell. I never received it for months now. And I'm unsure how I would want to fix this right now. I'm very tempted to just fucking grind the cavity to just fit in a regular pot. But yeah, that's the one thing that really irritated me. So it's doing that right now. Why you didn't hear it with the Apex preamp earlier is because the Apex preamp has a noise gate, so it eliminates that sound. But if I'm on a very hot clean channel, you can hear that it's really irritating. The pot is fast, it turns really nice, but the more I find that the more that you really go up and down with this pot, they tend to wear out really fast. So that is probably my huge gripe and complaint about it. So I don't know what they're using in today's production. I'm sure they have changed it. This is the older model. This was the batch where they still were giving out the mono cases, but it didn't have the Aristides logo on the mono cases. It didn't come with a strap or anything like that. So this was a probably in an older production batch. So I don't know if they fixed that issue, but yeah, other than that, guitar's freaking flawless. So anyway, what do you think about the tone sensitivity today? Leave a comment down below. If you loved it, give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, tell your friends and family about it, and I will see you in the next video.